I'm glad. I'm so happy with this new table cover because I absolutely hate this. Oh dear, what have I done again? I'm gonna tell you in a little bit, so please stay put. So let me tell you what happened here. What you're seeing here is a plastic spoon that was coated with black gloss, and I'm using Armored Komodo Airbrush Paints. So pretty much what I attempted is to use airbrush paints for hand painting, and I screwed up a lot. So what you see here is me trying to use a silicone brush. Now, just to give you an idea of what I did, I did all the priming work. I used black gloss paint on the spoon. I airbrushed this. I used an airbrush to cover the spoon, which worked pretty fine. It was covered and I let it cure for 1.5 days. And I thought that would be enough, but after using that silicone brush, I might have applied too much pressure because it ended up, well, seeping through the black gloss, and you can see there a tiny white part of the spoon exposed at the top. So what I did is to try the bottom part, but this time using an artist brush, which worked a little better than the silicone brush because this time I was a little bit more careful. Still though, the finishing really didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. So it's either the curing time was not enough or I'm applying too much pressure. But know this, before I even attempted using Armored Komodo's paints for hand painting, I did ask a ton of questions. A ton of people gave me advice on what to do. Some of them said that it is really possible to use airbrush paints for hand painting because, well, pretty much they're still paints, and you just need to do a little bit more preparation and have a little more patience, because that means that you have to do it layer by layer. Like, once the first coating is done, you have to let it cure, let it dry, then lay out another layer of it. So I tried to do that, and this is what happened after I let it dry. So as you can see, it's very uneven. What I use is a Helios. There you go. This is the black gloss from Armored Komodo and Chroma Flare Helios. It wasn't supposed to turn out like this at all. So you see those white parts? Those are the exposed parts of the plastic spoon. And the inside wasn't as good either. I think I'm applying too much pressure. So what I have here are a new set of spoons. This time I said I'm going to try it on a spoon that hasn't been touched by any coating, and the other one that I'm holding is one that has white gloss, actually, because I'm going to go use a pigment for that. But in any case, so this is me using the Chroma Flare on a bare plastic spoon. I'm using an artist brush, doing one stroke. This one doesn't show any color of how the Helios is supposed to be looking like, and even from this video you can see how very obvious the brush strokes are, and this is really kind of frustrating for me. So it's either I'm using a very wrong brush, my technique is all wrong, or I just don't have the skill for hand painting. So I would really appreciate your advice on what to do, because as of the moment, my airbrush itself, it's still pretty screwed up because it's not cooperating well. I actually need to buy a new one, but until then, I'm trying to explore other options. So this one right here has a coating. It actually has a white gloss coating. And I'm supposed to be going to use that for the pigment. So both parts of this spoon was coated, so the back part and the front part, I'll just use the front part for the coating practice, but this is the one I'm using. Now I'm using two different brushes. The smaller brush is better actually, but it covers such a small area that you really need to go back to cover everything. I probably shouldn't be doing multiple brushing in one spot before it even dries up. I'm not so sure. Let me know what you think. That's it. And this is my cat, Diamond. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you can give me some advice on what to do next. And if you have other tips for hand painting, like what type of paint to use, what type of brush to use, I'd really appreciate it. So for now, I know I probably did a lot of things wrong, but I am willing to learn, and that's the beauty of Gunpla. Just love the hobby and love your cat. Say bye-bye.